And just like that, oh, yep, just like that, we're live. No prep, no thought. Zero thinking, only doing. The classic way of going live here. Oh, man. Y'all, my body hurts. Like a lot. I was doing yard work. Dude, crazy. Actually crazy. What's up, NC fan? Hello, Emma. How's it going? Welcome in. So yeah, I'm way sore. But I got a lot of yard work done, so that's cool. You ever have your back here, you feel like it needs to pop and it just won't? I have that going on right now. What's up, Deontay? Hello. Good evening. Oh, I should let Discord know that I am live. That's probably a smart thing to do. Probably a thing I should do. One day I'll get a bot set up, and that will make my life a little easier. But today is not that day, chat. Today is not that day. All right. What do we actually want to say? You spell homies with 1M or 2M? I feel like it's 2. Yeah. Homies it is. Beautiful. All the time? Dang, man. That's rough. What's up, Lel? I'm sorry you have to feel that all the time. I only have it sometimes. So maybe I'm lucky. Maybe I count myself lucky on that one. Maybe. Maybe. Chat, I have news. As you guys know, Satachi Hello? That's weird. OBS stopped recognizing my mic. That's crazy. That's weird. I made the Adel. Wait, what did I do? What Adel did I make? What'd I do? I'm not trolling anybody. I wasn't trolling. My microphone was green. You could see it. Check the playback. Or check the replay. Playback the replay. OBS just said, nope. Smile face. We don't recognize that mic anymore. So that was weird. I meant the Rhea? Oh. Oh, no. No. I did something incredible last night. And by incredible, I mean I gambled like Satoshi told me to. Which means I am a few orbs lighter, admittedly. That is true. That much is definitely true. Not this. This isn't the thing that you need to be impressed by. Hold on. I'm getting there. Just give me... I gambled. Like Satoshi told me to. This is his fault. He alone bears this burden of guilt. And now I can ever in summer duels. I YOLO'd in like the final 2 hours. SNL just ended. I was like, okay, we'll see. I got her and a Hector, same circle at the end. Kind of pog. So it was like 40 orbs, I think. Not bad. Beautiful. I wish the defense and res were the same, but I get it. Oh. Do you guys want me to do this one? Or is it funnier to always have her at +9? Like, what's the funny thing to do? Low key? Low key, I think it's funny to never have her +10. Just do it. So you guys telling me to do it makes me think that if I don't do it, that will be funny somehow. Imagine I +10 her and then send her home. Knowing full well that if I were to do that, the first like arena ticket that I have to book Ellis on, it would be her. Put her in reserves. I mean, eventually I'm gonna have to max out her hero merit. Which I mean, she's 400. I don't even think I've got. Don't you have to hit 500 for your first feathers? Meaning I haven't even gotten that out of her yet. Yeah, I'm not gonna send her home. That would be ridiculous. Watch her be on Hall of Forms this month. Watch her be on Hall of Forms. For no reason whatsoever other than the fact that it taunts me. Can you imagine? Ugh. Also, 33 res. What are we doing with that? Sleepy bears. I'm tired, man. All right. For the real ones. For the real ones. Are you satisfied now? Do you feel satisfied, chat? Is that itch in the back of your brain gone now? I got a +9 Fina. Oh. I was going through not seeing like who I could merge up and stuff. There you go. I'm taking Olwen. Olwen's busted, right? Like you can. Oh. Fairness. Didn't she just get a refine? Oh yeah, I gave it to her. Nah. Cool. Oh Lord. A lot of these I just haven't done, huh? I don't know why I didn't merge up the Guinevere. That would have made arena runs a lot easier. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm hurting myself at that point. It was good. Maybe I'll build her. I'm trying to have stuff from every title. So, because like the limited hero battle maps are gonna get worse. Like they're just going to get worse. I have 100 Lilina manuals, bro. That's a lot of Lilinas. That's crazy. Man. Was I hoping Deathblow 4 would be something insane or why don't I exchange them? Because I haven't had to. The only time I go through and exchange stuff is when I need feathers. And I've not needed feathers. Is the thing. Oh. So I could just have a +10 Shannon, huh? Interesting. Chazzy, any good? None of them seem difficult. Oh no. I'm not talking about the ones next month and the month after that, or even the month after that. I'm looking down the road at the eventual maps we're gonna see in the fall. Is where my head is. I really should merge her, huh? Would be smart to do that. You know what I'm hoping? Oh, here you go. For the Claire heads. What I'm ultimately hoping tonight for the new Heroes banner is that if it's going to be an attuned or a rearmed, it's a beast. And then maybe I can get like a couple copies of that beast to pass down skills. Because I have some, most of which I'm waiting. Wait, what's my corn at? 1 + 7. Okay. Got some corns. That won't matter. High Dragon Wall is not even good anymore, is it? Yeah, so depressing, man. That's so depressing. Mm. Look at all these manuals, dude. You know what I still need? I still need Ninja Diamant for Boulder and such. Oh, true. The Summer Tempest Trials stuff. That's going to be book 6 this year. That's the Asker Embla Redux. Rede, as they say in France. Hmm. Okay. I mean, we're almost assuredly getting somebody attuned there, right? Potentially rearmed. I think rearmed for those makes sense, but I don't think we got any last year. It was just the Azzy, no? Dagger and Reagan were both aided, I think, right? Diamant's in the Series 6 redemption paper thingies. That's tight. I didn't realize that. That's exciting. A new hero type? God, I don't want a new hero type, man. There's already too many. What are you going to improve on? Because I think aided heroes are basically just better ascended heroes. Instead of one stat boon, you get +1 to all stats instead. And you get dope accessories. And you can keep getting those for the redemption of such, unlike ascended heroes. Dude, ascended heroes kind of suck. They are a necessary part of the ecosystem now because getting 2 stat boons is huge, but like I wish every time you pull one you got the Floret. I guess that's my complaint. Ascended heroes aren't lame. It's just mechanically speaking, they kind of suck. Because there's not, unless they come out with a new one, there's not a lot of benefit to them. Just don't even give us ascended heroes anymore. Just give us the Floret in the shop. Like, let us buy 2 per shop refresh, and I'd be happy. Because that would still be more than we get in a year from ascended heroes anyway. I don't know what they change. I don't know what they would make different. All right, we think something's dropping soon, yeah? Something soon, almost assuredly. Oh, sleepy. You know, it's funny you say that, right? I was kind of like, if we don't get a Fate channel tonight, I don't think we get any anniversary news. And if they do something, it's all Shadow Drop. Which, in my opinion, would be a mistake. But I don't work at Is, so. Throw some music on. I'm surprised we didn't get a Three Houses Kids banner. Well, I mean, that ship kind of sailed when we had the Devotion banner, I think. I think a lot of people were anticipating it being Valentia after that. And it still wasn't. Despite having May and spring. Just randomly. Which is crazy. I'm concerned that the lack of info is a greater indication that they're gonna keep us in the dark until last minute. Like, consistently. Them basically not telling us what the new hero type is at the end of the month for the LME banners. That I think is an indicator of a greater mentality that I'm not happy about. And I think they have foregone with trying to build hype around stuff that happens. And I think now they're looking to basically just capitalize off of FOMO. And I don't like that. Because really, if you think about it, most other gachas have a pretty clear roadmap per patch, which is what the events calendar is, more or less. It just comes out, like a week or so after the actual update drops. So the timing is weird. And a lot of those gachas have anywhere from a 6 to 8 week roadmap period too, which is, so I don't know. I guess my advice, or at least what I'm going to do, I'm not going to pull on banners immediately unless it's something I'm genuinely really hyped about. Like if a new Tellius banner drop, or a new Rhea ult, something like that. Like something I'm personally really hyped about. But at the same time, the banners last so freaking long. The other thing that happens in other gacha games, most banners are like 2 weeks long. Here, they're anywhere from 3 to 4 weeks. So most of the banners overlap. Well, let me rephrase. Most of the important banners overlap for like a long period of time. So there's really not a big urgency for the most part. And they do a really bad job of keeping you on the app. Because when you're on the app longer, like when you're in the game longer, I feel like that's when your mind can kind of drift and be like, oh, what if I just pulled? What if I just did a cheeky 10 pull? You know what I mean? And then that's kind of how you get. But if you just get on, do your thing, log off, you're not really thinking about pulling because you're not like in the app. You know what I mean? That's the first key to the temptation of overspending. I think it's probably, I don't know. Although it's kind of a standard now. A lot of most of the gacha games that I've seen have a stamina overcap system, where like the thing up there is the stamina. Currently, it's 86 out of 99. Eventually, it's going to hit 99. It's just going to cap, right? The overflow system would allow you to continue accumulating like a backup pool of stamina, but at a slower rate. Most games I play have that. It's kind of becoming more of a standard for new launches. But that stamina is like important in those games. Here it doesn't really matter. I'm sure you guys all have just tons of stamina pots, right? So that's another thing. Like, you don't have to get on the app twice a day. You can literally just do it once. The thing that gets me on the app multiple times a day is stuff like stuff like voting gauntlets. Like when you're, what do you use on those flags? Flags. Whatever the thing that replenishes every 12 hours total. Or is it 8? It's 8. It's not 12, it's 8. Stuff like that gets me back. But even then, sometimes I don't care. I have to be oddly invested in the voting gauntlet for no reason whatsoever. Which, is there one going on? No. Okay, cool. That's chill. I knew that. It's beginning of the month. Actually, it's the middle of April. When the heck did that happen? Oh, my lord. That's not okay. That's not all right. Man, I'm tired, y'all. We don't have anything big coming up now. I guess the next big thing is the midpoint, right? Dude, I think one of the coolest things they could do is give out orbs for April Fools one year. But in reality, they're just like an item that converts into stamina. And you think that's what it is. But you don't realize it until you know what I mean? That, to me, would be a really good prank. That'd be funny. Fallen Brides? Yeah, but, I mean, Fallen Brides... Fallen's pretty cool. Fallen can be cool. I think this year Fallen's going to be very textbook. I mean, like, the next big event in the game. Not banners. Banners happen 3 times a month. And then some. The next big thing, I think, is like the mid-book. And then the, Uzebus trial stuff. When I say event, I mean something that the game actually cares about. Not just like a banner that rolls out every month. I think we need to temper our expectations of what an event in Fire Emblem Heroes actually is. Because banners are standard, y'all. Those are happening every month on cue. Roughly same time. Did we get a channel? Ooh. Hold the freaking phone, bro. Oh, we got a fake channel. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I am understanding that we have a Fade channel tonight and not a trailer. Whoa. That's crazy town banana pants. Let's check it out. That's exciting. This is not something I was expecting. Very cool. I'm hoping that they're actually going to say something about the anniversary, the FE35 this year. All right, let's see. Why are there dragons? Why are there dragons?
Hey! I feel a little heavy-headed.
Why are there dragons?
Hey! Hello there, summoners!
Why are there dragons?
As always, I, Faye, have hatched all sorts of exciting news for you. So sit back, relax, and get ready for the latest information on the Fire Emblem Heroes game. It's
Chat. Chat, why are there
Channel.
dragons?
Let's get started?
Why are there dragons back there, chat?
Faye! Dragons are rampaging! Wait, could this be ancient times? Faye, this is scary! Faye!
Tiki?
Faye! You're...
A Tiki?
Oh, wow! New heroes from the Fire Emblem Mystery of the Emblem game are here!
Chat, is this an all dragon banner? Am I about to see an all dragon banner? I think I know who that is. I think I know who all of these are. I think that's Gato. I think that's Naga. I think that's Zane. Oh god.
They look like they're from another time!
Oh
a
no.
long time ago!
Oh no!
Straight to introducing them!
Oh no.
Dragons and humans must shape this world.
Bro, she's gorgeous. What the hell?
Aww. The dragon who stepped in to save me a moment ago was Naga.
If you haven't become a member or maybe have a Twitch Prime over on Twitch, that was a really good time to use it on your favorite creator. Hopefully that's me.
After she realized that the Age of Dragons was ending, she became the last ruler of the Divine Dragons. I hear
Bruh.
she hopes for a future where humans and dragons walk together in
So
peace,
we're like
especially
pre-mystery?
for the sake of her daughter Tiki.
What more could I be doing for the humans of this world?
It's Goto!
I told you all. I told you all. Oh, I'm so cooked, y'all. I'm so cooked. I'm actually so cooked. I'm so cooked. Oh my god.
Oh, one day he'll be called the White
Dude.
Sage, but this is well before that time. He's lost his ability to transform into a dragon, but that didn't take away his power over magic.
Dude, this
He's
is such a
researching
cool
how to save
banner.
humanity and the whole world.
I will not sit
Medius.
by while annihilation draws
Dude.
near, even if it means I must defy my kind.
Medius!
This is such
Can you
a
believe he's the
cool
only Earth dragon to give up his
35th
dragon
anniversary thing.
form?
Because
His
y'all know that's
feelings
what this
toward
is,
humans
right?
are a bit complicated.
You can.
But seeing him this way, young and unfettered, I sense a bit of calm.
Oh, this is so
The world
cool.
can
There's
do whatever it
Zane.
likes. It's not my problem.
Dude.
Zane!
Dude.
Like Goto, he took human form and uses his magic to fight. That dragon stone he has.
Bruh.
Faye, that's only a
Bruh.
decoration. He may be young.
I'm assuming the last
but
one
he's
is
keeping an
Tiki.
eye on the relationship between humans and dragons.
Yeah.
When I
Okay.
grow up, I want to be.
Dude.
Oh, it's Tiki. She's so young and cute.
Uh-huh.
But her power is already massive.
Uh-huh.
And look, her wings look just like Naga's.
Yeah.
Their mother-daughter bond is unmistakable.
That's cool.
So,
This is a
that's
cool
Turned Hero
banner.
Tiki, Naga, Goto, and Medius.
Oh, it's a Toon Tiki.
They'll appear in the new heroes and attuned Tiki
She's gonna have an attuned dragon skill, isn't she? Oh god.
summoning event. And Zane will join your barracks if you clear his Grand Hero battle. Flap, 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 flap. Faye.
Dude.
The castle sure feels festive.
Chat, I'm so
The
cooked.
decorations are fantastic.
Chat, I'm so cooked. I'm so cooked right now.
That's right. Fire
Oh,
Emblem will celebrate
no.
its 35th anniversary on April 20th.
Oh
Can you believe
no.
it's been 35 years since the Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon and the Blade of Light game was released? Soak up that history. I'm so happy we can overcome the limitations of time
Dude, that's
to
so
see Tiki and the others in a way we never have before.
Oh, that's such a cool
And speaking of
banner.
overcoming time,
And it's mostly
there's a new
dudes.
website where you can see these new
Technically.
heroes interacting with others
Even though
in
Zane's a
Asgard.
GHP.
It's called Paired with the Past, and it's live now. On this site, you can play a matching game, pairing the hero's current looks with how
Bro, on God. I thought it was Cypher for like half a second, and I got so sad just now. Oh my
they
God.
appeared way back when. You can find a link to it in the description of this video. Go on,
She's
give it your
just a
best shot.
sword.
Next up,
That's funny.
Fire Emblem 35th Anniversary.
All right, we should be having some kind of 35th anniversary banner, and it's likely going to be mostly legendaries and mythics with some attuned special and rearmed thrown in here.
Celebratory events. These events will be held to celebrate the 35th anniversary. Ready
Otherwise, I don't know what's going on with the April returning heroes stuff.
for the bird's eye view? I thought so. First, it's celebratory login bonuses. Log in during the active period for the opportunity to receive the items you see here.
Okay.
These tickets can be used in a guaranteed 4-star special rate summoning event
Okay.
and a guaranteed 4-star special hero special rate summoning event.
Okay, it's starting to make sense.
Next, it's celebratory reward maps. Map themes starting with Fire Emblem Mystery of the Emblem and ending with the Fire Emblem Engage game will appear for 13 days in a row. I don't know about you, but I feel like taking flight on an adventure now.
Okay.
You can get orbs when you clear all the maps on normal difficulty.
Respectfully, I'm gonna need a lot more orbs than that. Faye is not acknowledging the bomb that was just dropped on me with the ancient Arcanea banner, dude. That's crazy.
And guaranteed 4-star special hero special rate summoning event tickets when you clear them on hard. You can make 5-star special heroes who have appeared in the game up until version 6.1 your allies.
Uh-huh.
Next up is daily summoning event revivals. These
Okay.
will be different each day during the event period.
Naturally.
And it looks like there will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 107, 108. Ha! Wow! 108 revivals. During each of the revivals, you will be able to summon once for free.
Why? Dude. that's that's insane, right? I'm not crazy here. That is nuts. This is going from April 15th to May 5th. Oh my god.
Free. Plus, all you summoners will be able to choose a focus hero to add to your barracks after you summon 40 times during each of these summoning events.
Do not do that. Do not pull 40 mother freaking times on any of these banners. There is genuinely no reason to do that.
Asker's going to be a busy place.
Dude, that's crazy.
Moving along, we have a celebratory guaranteed legendary hero summon.
Here it is.
This event will feature courageous legendary heroes who played leading roles in their respective games.
Yup.
One of whom you'll be able to summon without using any orbs. Guaranteed! Faye! My heart.
We talked about this probably like, I don't even know, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. And it was during a live stream. It might have been a member stream, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But I remember going through and saying, what if it was like the special heroes thing, where it's a pool, you get one randomly guaranteed, and then there's a banner with all of them on it that you can pull. I think that's what this is.
Flutters with hope. They're so shiny, I can't.
Which color should you pull? Probably green, honestly. Green probably has the lowest risk.
Heroes from across the Fire Emblem series have flocked in force. A total of 36 will appear in their forms that received the most votes in the A Hero Rises 2025 event.
So there's the Hector, there's the Erica, there's the Aleers, and there's the Lilina. Those were the 4 that we were like, huh, why are they coming back? That's weird. Also note Shez is down here, meaning that with Ike and Marth both here, the banner at the end of the month currently only has Ira on it. So red is wide open. So your new hero this month is probably red.
These heroes will be able to join your barracks in 3 summoning events.
And there also may be a Hector on there.
But you'll have to wait a smidgen longer
I'll do a whole video on it, okay? Don't worry.
to find out who will be featured in each event. The appearance rate for 5-star focus heroes in the Rising Heroes Summon events will be set to 8%. I wonder who I'll get to join me from each event. If you log in during the event period, you can get tickets to use on the Rising Heroes Summon events.
Okay.
I'll need to remember to claim them. Ooh! Next, we have additions to Aether Raid's structures and accessories. These Aether Raid structures have been created to celebrate the 35th anniversary.
Bro, I still don't have the Veronica from the last time they did this. Dude.
Ooh, I want them all!
You can't have them all.
Accessories will be added to the accessory shop in the Aether Keep. More 8-bit heroes are coming! Aw, they're cute, aren't they? And
Wait, how much were those?
aw, they're
Okay, only 380. That's not that bad. That's not that bad. It's not 5,000. So I guess there's that.
cute, aren't they? And finally, there's a celebratory castle
380 is
design.
doable.
It's made just for the 35th anniversary.
Oh, cool.
I think I'll swoop in there.
How has this bird still not done the hero's path? What is going on in Asker right now, dude?
And change mine now. Boop. Faye.
Oh, that's kind of
This
cool.
pixel art is making me feel nostalgic.
Yeah. You're going to capitalize off of that nostalgia you're feeding me, aren't you, Faye? Aren't you? You gambling enabling bird. Sorry.
Now that I've changed my surroundings, I think I'll change my look too. Ta-da! Now I match the background. Well, that's all the
I honestly
information
think
I
Faye
have for
looks
you
better
on
that
the
way.
Celebratory events. I'm elated to celebrate the 35th anniversary with you all. Faye,
Sag.
back to my fluffy self.
I liked it better the other way.
After all, I do feel more comfortable this way.
Alright, fair enough.
Next up, Faye. It looks like a level 40 brigand boss is picking a fight with Reese. Reese, are you okay?
Fallen Reese confirmed.
Faye, he's grown stronger all of a sudden.
Fallen Reese Omega confirmed.
Watch out! Faye, did you see him strike back? He sent that ruffian packing. Reese, where? Let's follow him. Whoa, it's Eiktherneer.
Is this a new mode?
Again! A single strike seals his victory. Wait, now that's just reckless, Reese. Wow.
Dude, he Thanos for Mortis. That's crazy. Yeah, we're definitely getting Fallen Reese this year. Save yours.
Reese, mind if I ask, how did you get so strong? Oh. Yes.
By the new game mode,
A
duh.
new event? Get a load of this.
Oh, it's
In
an
a
event.
New event called Your Time to Shine. You can stack positive status effects.
Is that not the tower from Sacred Stones? Am I tripping? Maybe, no, it's not. It feels very similar, though.
On your favorite heroes so they can strike powerful foes to the ground. Let's see this in action, shall we? First,
Your Time to Shine. We need to work on the name. I disagree. I think we need to go even deeper into the naming convention. I think we should name them like manga works you've never heard of. Like, I was at a dead-end job as a salaryman, but then I got zapped into another world, and now I'm living my best life with a new wife and child. And like that's the entire name of the manga. One of those guys. We need that for name events. That's what we need. Straight up.
make a team of heroes you like. Oh, there's a version bonus?
This feels familiar.
It looks like the heroes who are eligible for the version bonus get positive status effects from the start.
This feels
Alright,
familiar.
I'm ready. Ooh, those status effects I mentioned earlier, they're effective throughout the battle. Ah! They're
During battle, status effects may be removed by certain skills. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Way to undermine the entire point of your game mode with a single skill on the enemy team. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
effective throughout the battle.
Okay, this feels very appealing to a
I
casual
did it! I won!
gamer, I think. This is like the opposite of Summer
Yay!
Duels.
When you clear a stage, you can apply even more positive status effects. Choose the best combos of hero and effect, and voila!
You know what this is? This feels like the roguelite that the Golvig game mode gives. But instead of skills, it's just buff effects. But it's also kind of like skills. right? Chat, what's the name of that game mode? I'm losing it over here. Unwound time or something like that. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, it feels like that, just with buffs. Seer's Snare. Seer's Snare, that's what it is.
I'll go with these. Oh no! It looks like it's not just the heroes who get stronger. The further you progress, the stronger the foes get too!
Yeah.
So, apply bonus after bonus, and take on the challenge of facing off against high-level foes.
I would also like to point out the fact that they used Reese here means they are actually in touch with the community. Just saying. They know things. Mike went out? No, it didn't. I'm seeing it bounce right now. Good trick, though.
And not only can you get rewards for clearing stages, but by completing once-a-day quests as well. The Your Time to Shine event starts at 12 a.m.
I like the
Pacific time
name.
on May 11th.
Honestly,
Calling all my
I kind of like
favorite
it.
heroes.
Oh, is that it?
Flap, 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 flap. Faye, I can't wait for all these events. Now then, give it up one more time for Fire Emblem's 35th anniversary. Thank you to all you summoners for keeping a watchful eye over us all these years.
Release the Genealogy remake. Right, guys? Right? Huh? Funny meme. Funny meme. All right, people really need to. I'm pretty sure I said this in like one of the first Engage videos I did covering it back before it released. I'm pretty sure the Sigurd model that they found in the remake that's definitely still happening was literally just Emblem Sigurd. Because I've been saying that for like 2 years now. Maybe even longer. I don't know. When did Engage come out? Doesn't matter. There is no Genealogy remake. Anyway, sorry. Back to the 35th anniversary.
I hope you continue with us on our journey. From an egg, to a chick, to a bird in flight. All right, that's it for me. Toodaloo!
Dude, the Ancient Dragon banner is so fire. That is so sick. Oh, God. Anything? It literally scared me, and I clicked and paused the video. Oh, man. How did I go straight to Naga, dude? Bruh. That's crazy. Dude, that's such a dope banner. Are you kidding me? I mean, Tiki's whatever. We didn't see anything skills-wise, did we? We just saw stats. And by stats, I mean we kind of just saw HP for the most part. Dude, Gateau looks so sick. Oh. 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 So cool. It's almost as cool as like a pre-Path of Radiance Tellius banner would have been. You know? With like Ancient Times and Tellius. That would be cool. This, I think, is a close top 5. It's in the top 5. It's in the top 5. I think a pre-events of 3 houses banner would also be sick. Arcanea is probably my third pick for that. Pre-Tellius, pre-Fodlan, pre-Arcanea. I think it's probably my third favorite pick for that. Oh, so cool. All right, so what all are we getting? We're getting all these. I think these are just the arena tickets. Yeah. And then these are tickets for like special heroes. Like the 4-star special heroes, special stuff. The older 5-star special heroes that are now considered 4-star special heroes. 4-star special rate special heroes. Oh my god, dude. We can't keep using the word special so much. Anyway. Okay. So that's cool. No orbs. There you go here. Wait. Wait. So are those 13 in addition to these 10? Does that mean we get 23 total? That's not bad. I'm pretty good. So 23 4-star special rate special heroes. Good lord. And then basically arena tickets, which would be 4-star special new heroes, I think. 6 of those. That's not bad. That's like a month and a half of arena grind. Just to have. That's kind of cool. Grails are nice. I think that's dumb. I think that's actually really dumb. I think we should probably just do 100. Call it a day there. I don't know what 70 is going to do for us. But okay. Like, and this one's just 6. What does that mean? what theme are we going for, man? All right. And then there's all these, which I guess is all just daily free poll. I'm going to be honest. There's 108. You, I think, are basically all but guaranteed to get a 5-star from one of these banners. Because over 100 polls, I mean, I think statistically speaking, you're probably looking at like maybe 3. Like you'll have there's a decent chance you get more than one. But I feel like if you don't get one, you're in the bottom percentage here. This is what I wanted to listen to again.
Guaranteed legendary hero summon. This event will feature courageous legendary heroes who played leading roles in their respective games, one of whom you'll be able to summon without using any orbs. Guaranteed!
Yeah. So these are all going to be in a pool together. You're going to pick one, you're going to get one. Similar to what the guaranteed special hero was, I think. Back during the anniversary when we did that. Quick analysis on this. I feel that you're over under. I think green probably has the most potential. Mainly because Ninian's there, Robin's there, and then Alir is there. And soon, not too far off, these are going to be in remix pool. Especially these two. Right? So I would be surprised if they were not good. Now that said, I think colorless has the most potential to be your biggest boon. And then as far as blue goes, that's a really mixed bag, as is red. That's a big bag. I think colorless and green are probably two safer color options in terms of like good versus bad. Right. Makai just got to refine. She's really good. Leaf is here. Just got to refine. I think. Did he? I don't know. He got to refine a while ago. No, he was just in Hall of Forms. That's what I was thinking of. But then Attuned Alma is also here, so it doesn't really matter. Corn's still really good. I think probably Byleth here is your, or not Byleth. Oh my god, Alir. I think Alir here is probably your biggest boon in terms of colors. But yeah, red's gonna be a really mixed bag. I mean, actually, I think red might be the worst. Now that I'm looking at it. Blue has some redeeming stuff, like Deirdre, Byleth, Shez. Red really just has male Shez. If that's it. I think Nana hasn't gotten to refine yet, but hers is coming up. Or should be coming up. So, I mean, there's that. Sita's refine wasn't too bad either, I don't think. So she's pretty decent. I think red is probably the worst. But it makes sense, right? Because when Legends were coming out, like it was just Fire Emblem sword characters for the most part. So there's a lot of dated options in there. And then there's this, which is kind of cool. So basically all the emblems, for the most part, outside of Emblem Erica, we have attuned Erica instead. Of course. Of course. So it's multiple variations, it would seem, of lead characters. What was the deal with this again, chat? Like what was happening with this guy?
On to the Rising Heroes Summon events. Heroes from across the Fire Emblem series have flocked in force. A total of 36 will appear in their forms that received the most votes in the A Hero Rises 2025 event.
Another reason why Hero Rises matters, I guess.
These heroes will be able to join your barracks in 3 summoning events. But you'll have to...
Okay, so this is similar to the Luminaries thing that they did with Special Heroes. Okay. Okay. That kind of makes sense. That makes it real hit or miss, though. Because I'd be very surprised if they put all the emblems on one banner. You know what I mean? I would be genuinely very surprised if they did that. But maybe they will. Maybe they'll make it way too enticing. I don't know. But that said, gentle reminder, emblems are always coming back, it feels like. But are probably the most valuable hero type in the game. Stuff like attuned or rearmed options, those will be back frequently on new hero returns banners. We don't have one this month. We had been getting them monthly. I would assume that those will come back on a monthly cadence again, starting in May, maybe. And they probably didn't do one this month just because, you know, they had a bunch of this stuff happening. That would be my guess. But anyway, point being, rearmed attuned options, they're going to come back. So, you know, don't feel the FOMO, I guess. Ephraim's here in what I think is his devotion outfit. You can really see which characters don't get enough alts, can't you? This does a really nice job of spelling that out, I think. Like Crom over here, 3 different versions. And then there's Ephraim. That's crazy. Crom fans, y'all eating too good. Y'all spoiled. I'll say it. You're spoiled. Spoiled. Okay. Let me finish hearing what this says again, just so I'm square on it.
The appearance rate for 5-star focus heroes in the Rising Heroes Summon events will be set to 8%.
Uh-huh.
I wonder who will get to join me from each event.
I don't know.
If you log in during the event period, you can get tickets to use on the Rising Heroes Summon events.
All right, so all parts are active. as of April 23rd. And they all go until the same end day of May 5th. Okay? Do not feel obligated to pull very quickly on these. They will be around. Wait for the overlap. That's what I've been saying. They're hitting you with a lot of banners. They're intentionally keeping information from you, like if it's a new mythic or emblem or legendary hero at the end of the month. They're not giving you any forewarning on the events calendar about a 35th anniversary event. Okay? The only reason that maybe we knew something was up is because you have crazy people such as myself going out and tracking when heroes come back and such. And, we noticed, there's a bunch coming back in April, but there's no remix banner. That's weird. So, I mean, they're intentionally obscuring information from you while incentivizing you to go mad orb crazy. All right. So don't do it. It's my advice. Take it or leave it. And just wait for overlap because there is tons of overlap. All right. New game mode seems cool. New accessories seem nice now that they aren't 5,000 points. Overall, cool Fate channel. Naga looks great. Gato looks great. Even Medias, who is just a mean looking dude. He looks great. We've got Zane in here, dude. I remember doing the Dragons tier list and people being like, Zane's not a dragon. I'm like, oh, y'all don't know the lore. Okay. And then Tiki, obviously, they were never not going to do a Tiki. But that whole banner looks dope. And I'm happy about that. Anyway, W Fate channel. I got to go watch a trailer. Let me know your thoughts on the video on this that will inevitably happen. W anniversary. Guys, okay. We got to talk. Guys, when I go live, I'm cutting content for videos. I know the trailer's out. I'm working, y'all. I'm working. YouTuber. Okay? Trust. So little faith. I would count this as the most original Zane that you're probably going to get. To keep it 100% with y'all. I don't think it gets much more original than this particular Zane. All right. Let me freaking find the thing. Whoa, that was loud. I still have this video on Max. All right. All right. New stuff. Oop, there we go. All right, dragons are back and they're better than ever. I thought last year was the year of the dragon. Evidently, snakes can just get out forever. Because this is the year of the dragon forever for me. It is the Ancient Arcanea banner, which is what I'm gonna call it instead of new heroes and attuned Tiki, parentheses Fire Emblem heroes. All right. It is the Ancient Arcanea banner. Thank you. Get it trending. Let's watch. Bro, I'm broken by this banner, man. This banner breaks me. It's such a cool concept.
They must abandon their draconic forms and live as humans do.
Yeah.
And now,
never shoulda. Oh, Ancient Majesty. Even the weapon sounds cool. Frozen Guard? Okay, I'm liking it. Chat, respectfully, your boy's going to have to read and understand all this. It's dragon time, okay? So sit back and learn yourself something, all right? Ancient Majesty. We got Slaying. We're effective against Dragon, which says it up there. I don't know why they have to list it there, but whatever. We get adaptive damage if range is equal to 2 on the foe. Start of player phase or enemy phase. If unit's HP is greater than or equal to 25%, you're getting an attack res -7 debuff, frozen, and guard on closest foes and any foe within 2 spaces of those foes through the next action. Bruh. Start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than 25%, grants bonus to units attack speed, defense, res equal to the number of allies within 3 roasted columns. Okay, so she's going in ether raids. That's what that's telling me. I'm gonna have to rework. God, I just changed my ether raid teams. Number of allies within 3 rows, 3 columns, centered on unit times 5 or times 3 plus 5, max 14. So it's 3 units. Max deals damage equal to 15% of foes' attack. Love that. And reduces the percentage of foes' non-special reduced damage by. Okay, so this part's not that crazy. This I feel like is genuinely kind of standard at this point. Not always standard, but pretty standard. Okay. This, however, is fun. We need more Frozen effect. I think Frozen is cool. And I think it's what? Just Tibarn and Summer Hreed? Pirate Tibarn, Summer Hreed? Are those the only ones that do Frozen? Anyway, let me know. Let's see. Dragon's Roar. We know that. Attack Res Scowl 4. Cool. Love that. Show me things I don't know. I mean, cool. Attack Res Near Trace 4 in April of 2025. Okay. No, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That means I can freely merge up because we're not missing anything. I don't need to inherit anything. I do, however, regret fathering off my last Nell during that stream with Satachi yesterday. That does sting a little bit. Going to be 100% honest. Probably would have really liked to give her Nell's B skill. That is a bummer. Okay, anyway. Divide God Fang is the C skill. Allies within 2 spaces of unit can move. Allies within 2 spaces of unit can move to any space within 2 spaces of unit. At start of player phase or enemy phase, if unit is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants effective against dragons and empathy to unit and allies within 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. If unit is within 3 spaces of an ally, you're getting an omni buff of 5 to the unit. You deal +7 damage. You're reducing from foes first attack by 7, just a flat 7. And you're getting a special cooldown charge +1 to unit per attack. Okay. So it's basically just a better version, I think, of what her mythic upgraded C skill does. I think that's what that means. Yeah. Cool. That said, I really want Near Trace Echo. I want that very badly. I hope it's not on Tiki, because I'm gonna need a lot of Tikis. Chat, did we actually, before we go into this, did we see her speed in game? We did, didn't we? Oh, she's slow. Okay, cool. Cool. Even defenses? Nice. Okay. She is slow. She's very slow. She is the slowest lady. Dude, so cool. Who are you trying to bangle, Erica? Get out of here. That's crazy. I do appreciate the Golvig call out. Thank you, This is a scenario in which I like that. Dude. My man. Chat, is this the same artist that did Mila? Because I'm getting Mila vibes. Let me know. Go Google for me while I read about my boy's skills here.
Turned my attention to the study of magic.
Bro, he took nothing from that. It is the same artist? Tight. Okay, cool. That's tight. Fundament. All right, we're getting slaying. Slay. At start of player phase or enemy phase, if unit's HP is greater than 25%, you're getting attack res +6. You're reducing damage from AoE specials by 80%. Oh my god. And neutralize foes bonuses during combat to units and allies within 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. Wow. Okay. That's tight. That explains why he took 4 damage from Hathran. At start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than 25%, you're inflicting penalty on foes' attack res equal to 20% of unit's res at start of combat. +6 deals damage equal to 20% of unit's res. Big damage. Huge damage. Reduces damage from foes' attacks by 20% of unit's res. Wow. Any unit that makes a guaranteed follow-up attack during combat and restores 7 HP after combat. Wow. Okay. Actually kind of massive. Okay, so chat, the TLDR here is you very much want a plus res if possible. Which, did we see that stat by chance? Oh, I guess we didn't, did we? Because we're getting initiated upon. Yeah. Okay. All right, fair enough. Gift of Guidance. Really just Glacies? All right. Gift of Guidance grants attack defense res +10. That's tight. Start of turn, if unit's HP is greater than 25%, you're getting a special cooldown count -2 to unit and grant special cooldown count -1 to allies within 2 spaces of unit. Awesome. And also, if those allies are magic or staff allies, grants an additional special cooldown -1 to those allies. Awesome. Okay. At start of combat, if unit's HP is greater than 25%, you're neutralizing penalties on unit. You're inflicting a special cooldown charge -1 on foe per attack and reduces the percentage of foes non-special reduced damage by X by 50%. Wow. Okay, so we have Pulse. We have Drive Pulse. We have -2 special jump. We have guard. We have piercing. There's so much good things on this. Dude, this banner is made for me. Shiny. Attack res Havoc. At start of player phase or enemy phase, inflicts attack res -7, sabotage, and schism on foes with res less than units res that are within 2 spaces of another foe through their next actions. Okay. Okay. So less effective as Ether Raids fights go on. Still cool though. After start of turn, skills trigger on units player phase. If number of foes with sabotage effect active on the map is greater than or equal to 2, grants Canto 1 to unit for 1 turn. Yet we gave Naga AR near trace. 4. Okay. Seems like there would have been a better way to give her Canto, just saying. If you're going to do it here on the B skill, inflicts attack res -4 on foe and deals damage equal to 20% of units res during combat. Okay. We will check at the end of this, by the way, the Twitter update for what skills are inheritable where. All right. So I have that locked and loaded, ready to go for y'all. But Havoc, without knowing the inheritance restrictions, I feel like that's probably just what you would want on Naga, but we'll find out. Pulse Up Ploy is good, but we know what that is. So we don't need to reread it. Very cool and Pog.
Bear witness.
Dude, he's so cool.
I am merely borrowing the human form. I have no affinity for them.
He hates them. It's true. Interesting. Okay. Oh, that's a 4-star. But he's got a preferred weapon. That's tight. Okay, defense res scowl 3, that's huge. Attack ploy, it's not so huge. But this being in the normal pool is huge because I don't think we have real access to that yet in like a bridge fashion. Okay, Ancient Betrayal. You're getting attack +3. If foes range equal to 2, you get adaptive damage. At start of the player phase or enemy phase, if the HP is greater than 25%, grants attack rest +6, unguard, and neutralizes foes' bonuses during combat to unit and allies within 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. At start of combat, if HP is greater than 25%, inflicts penalty on foes' attack defense res by 20% of units res at the start of combat +5. Unit deals +X damage, excluding AoEs, and reduces damage from foes' attacks by X, excluding AoEs, where X equals number of staff and dragon allies on the map, excluding unit, times 5, max of 10, +10, max 20. So 2? 2 times 5 is 10, +10 equals 20. Yeah, so 2. So you need a team of him and then either 2 other dragons / combination of 2 other dragons staff units. 1 dragon, 1 staff, 2 staff, 0 dragon, 2 dragon, 0. Anyway. Yep. Okay. Okay. I mean, honestly, it feels like it fits with the rest of the preferred weapons. And this being a 4-star is kind of huge. That's kind of godly. Dude, the transformation looks so cool.
Run while you can.
Earth dragons are baller. And then Tiki's going to be the attuned option. Cool.
I'm hiding.
And she's green. Pog. Oh, Lord. Is that an inheritable special I see? Oh, Lord. Is that a special I see? Oh, chat. I think that's inheritable. Oh, dear. Ancient Voice. You're getting Slaying. You're effective against Dragon. You have adapted damage if the foe's range is equal to 2. Standard Dragon stuff. At start of turn, if unit is within 2 spaces of an ally, you're getting speed defense +6, bulwark, and neutralizes penalties on unit during combat to unit and allies within 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. Wow. Okay. You're just giving bulwark out. That's crazy. If unit is within 3 spaces of an ally, calculates damage using 150% of unit's defense instead of the value unit's attack when What? Calculates damage using 150% of unit's defense instead of the value of unit's attack. Do we hold on? Do we actually see what her stats are? No, because she gets initiated on. I see a plus 27 stat bump though. That's that's ridiculous. Okay. Okay. So just theorizing here. If she has what's a non-ridiculous number but is still pretty high. If she had 60 defense, then that means the damage calculation would be based on 150 of 60, which would be 1.5 times 60, which would be 90. Wow. Okay. If a unit is within 3 spaces of an ally, grants bonus to unit's attack speed defense is equal to the number of allies within 3 spaces of unit times 3 plus 5, max 14, so 3 allies. Deals damage equal to 20% of unit's defense. And reduces damage from foes first attack by 20% of the unit's defense during combat. Yeah. And also, if unit's defense is greater than or equal to foe's defense plus 5, disables units and foe skills that change attack priority during combat. We have a conditional hardy bearing. The hardy bearing era is officially back. That's kind of that's kind of ridiculous. Dragon Flame. I'm telling you guys, that's inheritable. That's definitely inheritable. There's no shot that's not inheritable. Boosts damage by 80% of unit's defense and restores 30% of unit's max HP when special triggers. 100%. That's going to be inheritable. And it's going to be absolutely ridiculous. If both of the following conditions are met, reduces damage from foes next attack by 40% during combat. And those conditions are unit or foe's special is ready, or unit or foe's special triggered before or during this combat. Foe initiated combat or unit's defense is greater than or equal to foe's defense minus 10. Well, those seem pretty easy to work. Oh boy. Okay. We'll look at the skills in a second here to see what the inheritance of restrictions are. Edged scales. Just kidding. I don't regret fathering my last Nell. And there's Red Scowl Echo. Oh my god. Brother. Hanging. Bro. They gave me a Dragon Echo skill, dude. Oh my god. I just paid almost $8,000 in taxes. Bro. This is not fair. This is not fair for me. It's not fair for me. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair for me. This is ridiculous. Dude. Oh, this is such a cool banner, man. This is actually a banner that's cool. Do you guys know Fire Emblem has dragons? Yeah, now you do. Okay, so edge scales and then love for all Little dragon plushie. For allies within 3 spaces of a unit, grants attack speed, defense res +5, and grants special cooldown count -1 before foes first attack during combat. If unit is within 3 spaces of an ally, reduces damage from AoE specials by number of allies within 3 spaces of unit times 40%, max of 80. Two allies. If unit is within 3 spaces of an ally, you're getting attack speed, defense res +5 to unit, reduces damage from foes first attack by X plus times 7, max of 14. So X could be 2. And grant special cooldown count -X to unit before foes first attack during combat. Max of 3. X equal the number of allies within 3 spaces of unit. Okay. So again, 2. 2 is the cap here. In both circumstances. And also, if unit's special triggers, neutralizes foes, reduce damage by X% skills. Okay. Okay. Res Scowl Echo. If foe initiates combat or foe's HP is greater than or equal to 75% at the start of combat, grants res +4 to units during combat, and also if foes attack and trigger foe's special, and units res is greater than foe's res +5, inflicts special cooldown count +1 on foe before foe's first attack during combat. Cannot exceed foe's maximum special cooldown. That's actually going to do a lot for dragons. I know it may not seem like it, but this is going to free up A slots, essentially. So now, with a dragon, you can either run a distant counter echo, or you can run a scowl echo. And this one specifically calls out res scowl. So there may be other versions of the scowl echo to come. I'm sure that there will be, because, we print money here. That's how that works. But obviously, res for like 90% of the dragons at play here, that's going to be the most important one. Especially on this banner. I'm pretty sure everything had a res check in the weapon, which was crazy. But that's very good. And very cool. I need like 20 tikis now because I have all the dragons, all of them. Bruh.
Stop that!
Stop it. Oh boy. Doesn't Bernadetta know there's a color triangle?
Stay alive, Bernie. I hate you.
Stay alive. I hate you. Perish. Oh, it's so cool. And we're like in this ancient place with old stones. Very fitting for dragons, honestly. Confirmation that Medius is the 4-star. And you get Spark. Very cool. Very cool. All right, let me double check types. So Naga is colorless because of course she is, and she's a flyer. Goto is. Does he say Goto or Goto?
Goto. I came.
Goto. Got it. I will change my vocabulary. Goto is a red tome infantry. Medius, I think, was a blue infantry dragon. Yep. And then Tiki is going to be a green infantry dragon. So that's actually kind of big. I know the vast majority of dragon skill duplicators that we have are infantry. But is what it is. That means that they can all kind of like coexist peacefully within that ecosystem of skill transfer, which is nice. So, okay, let's take a look over here at skills. Right up top, bro. Literally right up top, it's Dragon Flame. Literally the first one. Okay, so that inheritable special, let me grab it again. This inheritable special is inheritable for dragons for their special. Then Red Scowl, obviously that's also going to be dragons. AR near trace, just cabs and flyers, melee because near. And the attack res havoc is infantry and flyer locked. That's actually kind of huge. That's actually kind of huge because dragon flyers, they have like the worst help. They're just they don't have a lot going for them. The dragon calves actually, I think, were living their best lives for a little while there in the Ymir era, and then the legendary Ninian era, stuff like that. Armor dragons have always been, you know, they're goated. And then infantry dragons obviously have a ton of skills they have access to. But flyer dragons, not so much. I'm looking at you, Mythic Naga. And also Halloween Naga. And now I guess also new, old Naga. All flyers. We're always flying. Okay. So I guess that's good because she has access to that, which is nice. Which I will again point out. Instead of maybe giving her AR near trace, maybe just should have given her as Akras Havoc. There's that. Okay. All right, cool. Cool. So W Banner for sure. For sure, W Banner. What do we have for Zane? Do we know anything? No. He's just a fickle dragon. Okay. Cool. That's tight. All right, cool. W Banner. I will be rolling. I don't know how much I'm rolling, but it's probably going to be a lot. To be honest, this is probably my month right here. 100% honest with y'all. I know that Fallen Heroes are coming up in May. I think it's going to be very safe. I think it's probably going to be engage driven. Outside of what is ultimately going to be Fallen Reese, I think they're probably going to do him. It's like, there's those. But this is like this banner, and I've made jokes about this. This banner feels like it was genuinely just made for me. It's so cool. It's such a sick concept. This is stuff like this is why I will continue to play Fae, even though I may hate it like 23% of the time. I will continue to do it for stuff like this because it's so cool. Anyway, W Banner, I'm happy about this. I will be rolling as the premier dragon guy. Hello, Dragon Man, right here. Hopefully, I will not be broke. Because I don't think you can take out a second mortgage for orb spending. Right? That's probably not. I'll find out. Anyway, W Banner, thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. All right. Chat, I'm cooked, bro. I'm cooked, man. I'm cooked. It's Jover for me. If ever there was a moment to be Jover, it is this one, chat. If you haven't Now would be a good time to insert ads. YouTube, are you not inserting ads for me? It's an all dragon. Oh, you're not. Okay. It's an all dragon banner, YouTube. Make me money. What are we doing with our lives right now? Wow. That is so freaking cool. This is such a dope banner. I hate how cool this banner is. Genuinely. I'm actually mad at how cool this is. But also, I'm really glad that most of the time they're lazy, because I would be poor. I would be hella poor. Satachi, brother, I'm dying. Bro, I'm dying, man. I'm cooked. I'm so cooked, bro. You know what the crazy thing is, Satachi? And this is not your fault. Okay. I want to be not to be all goodwill hunting, but it's not your fault. Okay, it's not your fault. But quite literally yesterday, I fathered off my last Nell. And I went back in on the Ira banner jokingly for the content, blaming it on you. It is not your fault. Just to be clear, if you go back to the beginning of the stream, it is not your fault. I want that known. I acted on my own volition, okay? But I did say some things for content. That said, I am orbless. Well, I'm not orbless. I have orb. I have orb. I need more orb though. But yeah, now I'm like thinking, what do I do for summoner duels? Now what do I do for summoner duels? Do I just make a make a dragon team? And have that be one of my 4? Like, would that be sick? I feel like that would be sick. But I don't know. I'm just saying stuff. But also like an all dragon banner. All dragon team. This is the era. If not now, when? If not us, who? Dude, there's so many dragons. It's so cool. Fire Emblem's so cool, man. There's dragons, chat. Y'all don't understand. There's dragons. I feel bad. Stachi, do we need to talk? You can call me if you want. There's nothing for you to feel bad about. There's nothing for you to feel bad about. You can call me if you want, though. I don't want there to be any misconception here. Okay? I don't want any misconception. You're my homie. Okay? It is I have been getting hit like every month, dude. Every month. It's crazy. You don't have to do a YouTube apology for me. That's insane. That's unless you want the content. Unless you want the content. That would be kind of fire, honestly. But only do it for the content, is what I'm saying. Because there's no reason to do it otherwise. I need to edit stuff. Chatters. I did not expect an Ancient Dragons banner. That's crazy. In a world where Iz does the safest, most boring stuff 95% of the time, this is not what I had anticipated them doing for any anniversary stuff. They didn't even say they were doing anniversary stuff. Which I got a bone to pick with them about that. You can't be doing that, Faye. It ain't right. It's not right what you're doing to people. I'm surprised we got a channel? Bruh. Yeah. Exactly. Imagine proper communication. Imagine proper communication between devs and players. All right, we're exporting chat. It's Tachi. Okay, I'm gonna message Tachi. All right. Chat, we're exporting the Fate channel. That honestly was like a good Fate channel too. Don't get it twisted. Like, I think the Fate channel was also kind of fire. Like, it was actually like good stuff. Like, oh, he's good. All right, he's good. He's good. All right, cool. If you want to milk the content, though, I mean, as a content milker myself, I wouldn't blame you. April. I mean, it was really Orb Light. I think we've all kind of understood that Orb Light is just a standard thing now. Because they want you to pull in the here and the now. They don't want you saving up for future content. Because the future content usurps the previous content so quickly now. But honestly, I think they've got people brainwashed on tickets that they could just give out tickets every time they do an update, and people would be like, "Oh my god, this is the greatest game ever." Genuinely, people would feel that way for sure. I think that's okay. I think we're gonna get to a game state eventually where the tryhards are literally the only ones pulling on new banners, and then the rest of us are just kind of waiting for tickets like a year after the fact. And that's fine. I think, like I said this to Satachi yesterday. I think that once you introduce PvP into a gacha game, like that's just the death of the game, and that is a different state of game that you're looking at, right? So once they really amped up Ether raids, once they really amped up summer duels, that was kind of the death of the game, and it's a very different game now. And I think the buy-in, what is it called? The early adoption benefit is basically pulling on new banners constantly. Which could be said of any gacha game, but in a game that updates this quickly, with basically new heroes coming out every other week, like every 10 days or something, that's costly. That is an expensive early adopter bonus. People that pull will do so regardless of orbs. Yeah. Yeah. Because like I think we can all agree. I think we can all agree there is very little value in 4-star special heroes special tickets. That's why they give them out for free. That's not breaking the game, right? If it was breaking the game, they would probably put a price tag on it. Like rearmed, emblem, attuned, that stuff. It's really just for like fans and collectors at that point, I think. Which is fine. You have banners for, competitive PvP type players, and then you have banners for casual character collector players. I think that's okay. To get the most benefit, you got to pay. It's pay to play now. That's what it is. Or you sink a lot of time. Either way, you're paying with some kind of currency, either time or money. Kind of what it comes down to. Ilgar can be ascended and attuned. Dude, Tiki breaks all the rules. That's the thing. Rules don't apply to the Teekster. Tiki's just out here living her best life. Here, let me run. Let me put something on screen for y'all. Hey, look, I have my shiny new Allure all ready to go. Boy, he seems real bad now, huh? He seems real bad now, doesn't he? Chat, scale 1 to 10, how bad does this feel now? Like a lot or Oh, no. Oh, no, I haven't done that yet. I haven't done that yet. I do need to do that. I haven't done Mjolnir Strike yet, no. Did I do Binding Worlds? I did Binding Worlds. Let me burn through Tempest Trials while I get thumbnails done. And we chat. He was always bad? No, he's not. He's dressed like Santa. He's the goat. How dare? We love all dragons here. Okay? Dragons are cool. W dragons. Right? Goto being a tome still is kind of a bummer, but like I get it. I understand. I'm not happy with the decision, but I get it. I get it. We're not going that far back in the history of Arcanea. So it's, whatever. Would have been cool to see him as a dragon. It's fine. I'm not complaining that much. I'm not complaining that much. Dude, you know what's crazy? Low key, I kind of feel like I predicted the Winter Allure thing happening on the channel. Because I was trying to think. I was trying to think of a character to put on the thumbnail. And I wanted it to be one of the ones that were coming back, but wasn't sure like what was going on with them. And I just picked Winter Allure out of nowhere. I was just like, yeah, we'll throw my boy up there. Could have been Hector. It could have been Lelina. Could have been any of the legendaries over here from the remix banner. That would have made sense. But for whatever reason, I ended up going with Winter Allure. Isn't that weird? And now I have a really, really good Winter Allure. I have a really, really good Winter Allure that is going to do great in Summoner Duels. You watch. Assuredly, he will do fantastic things. Ancient Laguz banner? Bro, give me Sown. They won't. They're cowards. They never will. Or in the Seer. That would also be tight. He's not Laguz. Well, technically he's Laguz. Technically, if you're not Bjork, you're Laguz. There's a different kind of Laguz. There's also different kinds of Bjork. That's confusing. That's confusing. But at the end of the day, we're all living things. And that's the important thing to remember. You feel me? Do I have a Fae channel? thingy? I do. Hmm. How do you spell ancient, chat? ANCIENT? Ancient. Dude, it's such a cool Fey channel. What a cool concept, man. What a dope concept. I hope they do more cool stuff like that. I understand they want every banner to be a banger and they want their revenue to like shoot to the moon and stuff, but like I don't know. I feel like they shouldn't be averse to doing risks like that. No ancient Tibarn. I don't know. No. Tibarn wasn't around back then. Tibarn wasn't around then. The only long life Lagoos are the dragons, I think. And maybe the lion. Well, no, not even the lions, just the dragons. I think it's just the dragons. So you would have Deginsia, you would have Sown, you would have Altina. Tibarn, I think, would not count. Hawks and crows are technically offshoots of the herons, which I think are also long life Lagoos. But I don't think the hawk and raven tribe are long life. That makes sense? Altina is not Lagoos. No, she was just one of the big three. Guys, we watched the history of Tellius. What's going on? I don't think Altina was blessed. Her swords were. Altina's definitely not immortal. Are y'all trying to trick me right now? Her swords are. Or, well, her swords were. Oh, shoot. Did I not get that screen grab? Oh, W. I can still get it. Tight. Can float and fly? The swords. I don't know. Dude, it's going to be so hard picking a. Dude, it was so cool having dragons in the background, man. Oh my god. So sick. Actually, so sick. What a dope ass Fate channel that was, man. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, bro. We're so back, is the thing. We're so back. Every month is my new era. I'm officially back on my dragon era. Are you ready to go on a journey? You ready to go on a journey with me? Can I flip you? Can I flip you? Yeah, I think we gotta flip. I'm flipping stuff, chat. Yep. Done. Ancient Nyla? I don't think they're long life species. You guys are missing a very obvious one. By the way, I don't think anyone has mentioned Ancient Sephirin yet, which should be the de facto baseline. Because he and DeGincy are the only ones still around. No, Altina's definitely dead. I'm gonna find it out. Oh, you said okay. You said Laron? Okay. I will accept that answer. That's an acceptable answer. What else are we looking at here? Oh, this one. Where God, chat, we gotta bring back the my wallet's on fire again stuff. Y'all bring them back, chat. We need even more now, though. Bro, we're gonna have so much money over here. This is currently the thumbnail, by the way. In case anybody wanted to know. There you go. As you can see, we have greatly upped the number of money bags on the thumbnail. Because, as you can see, it is all on fire. So, dude, Oblivion, that banner's so goddamn cool. I'm so happy. Ancient dragons, not just dragons, ancient dragons. God damn, that's sick. Where is my... Oh, we're done. Huzzah. I am interested. One day, 1 month. I thought I was gonna be able to take April off. I was so down for poor month after taxes and the squirrels and all that stuff. Like, I was so ready. I was like, kids banner, pass, easy. Took my one poll, got a Libra, called it a day. You know what I mean? But dude, ancient dragons, man, that's so insane. Peace, dude. We've been theory crafting an ancient Lagoos banner. Oh, Oblivion, you probably know this. Did Altina die? Or is she immortal? She's not around anymore, right? She died. Chat! Dude, y'all are gaslighting me. Y'all are actually gaslighting me. Altina's long dead? Are you... Okay, I'm being gaslit. I'm actually being gaslit, and it's crazy. I'm actually being gaslit, and it's insane. How do I pop this out? You said she was immortal. I'm losing my mind. I'm actually losing my mind. Hold on. Someone said she was immortal. Fess up, chat. Who was it? Who was gaslighting me? Who was it? Okay. I don't have specifically that Elroy said it, but I believe he's a co-conspirator in the gaslighting of myself. And you won't convince me otherwise. He's out to get me, chat. I'm telling you. There's going to be some sort of mod revolt happening. Let's remove. Also, I just realized I have had music playing and none of it, you guys could not hear any of it. So I'm sorry about that. It's not my intention. My intention was for you to hear music, not hear music, and you couldn't hear music. I'm sorry about that. And it was like for a long time too. And I did just take the music away. I understand that. Respectfully. I know this. Burp. All right, there you go. There's your music back now. I'm officially calling it the Ancient Dragons banner. That's just a given now. I thought she was immortal. That's okay. Emma, you get a pass. You get a pass. If it was Elroy, straight to jail. You get a pass, though. You get a pass. He was moping due to Brandon and divorced all. He really did have a hard. See, this is the thing. We watched the history of Tellius, part 1. Emma, in fairness, may not have been there, and that's fine. That's fair. It was my first Fire Emblem game. Emma, we gotta talk. There's a better life out there. There's a better life. Emma, who are your favorite characters in Fae? Like what title are they from? Do you have one? I guess would be my first question. Is there one like that for you? We need to get you on the FE bandwagon. I wasn't there? Well, why not? I pay you $0 a year. Technically true. I do pay the mods and pizza like twice a year. Technically, I do. Technically, I do. Just I pay in encouragement. In gratitude. Also gratitude. Okay, so you're 3 houses head. That makes sense. I feel like most people that started playing Fae, their favorite Fire Emblem game is 3 houses. And not because it's 3 houses and people be that way. But rather 3 houses was like the last good game they put out in the last 5-6 years. Shadows of Valentia was really good. I stand on business for that. But at the same time, I recognize that most people probably did not play it for the sole purpose of it basically being announced during the Switch 2 press release. So like it came out, I think what did we clock? Like 3 months after the Switch came out, they dropped Shadows of Valentia on the 3DS. And it's like, meh. Nobody gonna play that game. Literally no one's gonna play that game. Which is sad, because it's a really good remake. Like, that's how remakes should be in the Fire Emblem universe. You know? Chat, do I put a dragon emoji in the title? I gotta, right? We gotta. Dude, this is like my year in Fae, man. We're getting dragons. We got a Rhea that's good. That doesn't happen very often. Don't tell her I said that. Dragon meta's back, kinda, for like 2 weeks probably. Alright, we're throwing 2 dragons in, by the way. Because we're goated. Have you guys noticed Itachi has not said a word and or probably dipped immediately after I said, hey, what about an all-dragon team for Summon Duels? I'm not making his coaching job very easy, am I? I should be more... what's the word? Complacent? Maybe I should be more complacent as a student. For Henri, well, there will be a time. There's a time and place. It's only April. Has there been a dragon like every freaking month? Oh my god, has there been a dragon every month? Wait, hold on. That can't be right. Is it? Hold on. What was January? Oh my god, this wiki has so many ads, dude. I know we all gotta get paid, but god damn. What was January? February obviously had Rhea. Huge. January was the Ira month. Did they even drop a dragon in January? Maybe they didn't in January. I don't remember who the new heroes were for that. Technically, kind of. They remixed Faye. Kind of, sort of, not really. I will, however, confidently say that there has been some sort of Dragon W happening every month. Tethys, Bridget, and Ira. Wait. I thought Bridget was in February. Was she in January? Is that what the new heroes was in January? I thought she was February. Wait, did we have new heroes in January? Am I tripping? Oh no, she was in January. Oh god. Alright, well, no dragon there. That's fair. Outside of that, I feel like we've had a dragon every month, though. We had Rhea in February. We had Nell in March. And now we have just all of them. Literally every old dragon in April. Oh, Nell was in February? What the heck? Dude, we need less banners. I'll say it. March? All right. I'm not going back to the wiki. I can't go back. I'm gonna just take y'all at your word on this one. Oh, my point about a good Fire Emblem game instead of Fae. Three Houses is a good Fire Emblem game. I think most Fire Emblem games are good. But Fae as a gacha game instantly has a demote IMO. And that's just the way it is, unfortunately. Like, even if Fae was godlike with story, which, I mean, it's not, it would still be one of the worst Fire Emblem games, specifically because it is a gacha game. But if they keep doing dope stuff like Ancient Dragons, then hell yeah. It's the best Fire Emblem. It's going to be the best Fire Emblem game. You watch. I still think the Tellius saga is the best though. I went back and forth between Fodlan and Tellius for a little while, but I think ultimately Tellius just wins. It's a very rich story that has a lot in the background happening too. Now that said, if we were to get a Fodlan prequel that flushed all that out, that would be god tier. But I wouldn't recommend it to a newcomer. I would. I think, honestly, if you're going to start with any Fire Emblem game, if you're going to start, your starting game should always be Awakening. Genuinely. Because there's so much customization to how you play that game that makes it a very player-driven experience. And I think ultimately to have a good experience, you need to play it the way you want. And I think Awakening gives you the most flexibility in that capacity. But if you want a classic Fire Emblem feel without buying an NES or something, Shadows of Valentia is really good. That blends a lot of old gameplay with like modern era stuff. I like that a lot. And then if you want like classic Fire Emblem, it's Tellius. It's 100% Tellius. The tragic thing about anything on the 3DS now is that you can't play any of the DLC for it. There's a whole Fates game you just can't play anymore. Legally? Well, yeah. We advocate for legal ways here, chat. That's default. That's our default. Okay. We don't pirate. For the record, pirating bad. Shame. 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 That said, Nintendo should also make their games more available. Okay. They should do that. Not everybody is me and literally has hookups for a freaking SNES over here, okay? We should that should not be the baseline expectation for most players. I'm crazy. I am Nintendo driven. I am part of the problem. Okay, that one's done, chat. Hell yeah. Dude, what a cool banner. That's so exciting, man. Hell yeah. That's so cool. All right, chat. What is what is the vibe? WL. Oh, Nintendo's never going multi-platform. The thing keeping Nintendo in focus is their IP. And they do too much experimentation. Like, you can't make a Joy-Con for PC, even though you can use a Joy-Con as a mouse. You can't make a Wii Sports Sport Band or whatever it is for PC. I mean, I guess technically you could, but they won't. They like having their own ecosystem. They're a lot like Apple in that capacity. They really like having a singular ecosystem where it's like just Nintendo. They're very protective of their own IP. So much, in fact, that they just don't make the games available after a while. Not even they can play their games. It's very secret. It's very protected. Yeah, I think they live in their own. I mean, guys, let's be real. They put Discord on Switch 2 with like 2 frames per second gameplay of screen sharing, and they were proud of that. Like, look, I am a Nintendo fanboy. I'm a Nintendo fanboy. But that was low key a little embarrassing. You can't be doing that. You can't be doing that and being like, look at the innovation. You want to make your, Joy-Con function like a mouse? Okay, cool. Show that off. Do not show me a Bowser in 120p moving at 4 frames per second. That's not good. Also, I appreciate that they made like a dedicated comms button. That's cool. However, it is a paywalled button on your Switch, on your Joy-Con. The C button does nothing if you don't pay for it to do something. And that, I think, is bad design. I think maybe the solution is having that show up as an icon in the bottom portion of the screen or something after like a menu button, and then you tap on that. It's not good. It's not a good way to live life. We should not be doing it that way. I don't know where my video went. So that's a problem. Huh. Interesting. I exported the video and it's just gone now. Where'd it go? ¿Dónde está? It's just gone. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, chat. I gotta go figure this out. I lost a whole video somewhere. I don't think it exported to the trash. I don't know where it went. That's part of the problem. That's part of the problem. Oh no. All right. Let me see. The Fade channel reaction's up. Go show that some love. Appreciate it. Bop. Also, it's almost 1 a.m., so I gotta skedaddle. But I now have to go find a video. Yeah, I don't know where it is. Oh, sorry. Let me do this. There. Go check that out. Yeah, that's chill. Okay. Wait, is that the right one? Yeah. Okay. I don't know where the banner video went. I gotta go find that. I gotta go find that. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. This stream was ad-free because I forgot to run ads. W streamer. Probably should have run ads. I'm wicked poor. L wallet. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. I gotta also finish the one game mode before I forget it. So, all right, I'm out of here. Chat, have a good one. I'll see you. I'll see members tonight. I'll see y'all tonight, Monday night. Great time to become a member, by the way. Or a free Twitch